Hey, Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Brian Peterson back. I'm doing narrated rolls today. Notice John on the right. We've got John and Colin. And John is playing with a 2-on-1 today. He's got his foot on the hip, and he's trying to stretch his opponent out and set him up for different types of triangles. You're going to notice right here, boom. Right leg goes over, left leg goes under into an inverted triangle. Nice little entry. Again, we're not showing you real highly competitive rolls today. This is more of showing you more advanced grappler versus a not so advanced grappler. So the one on top is Colin, and he is very new. So he did wrestle in high school, but he's very new to Jiu-jitsu, just about a month and a half in. He's got some high school wrestling experience for a few years, but and he is smaller than John. But John's a brown belt, and later on we'll see him with nice little movement there by Colin. Again, John noticed the 2-on-1, stretching him out, got the head nice and low. John clubs the head a little bit, maybe a guillotine entry there, maybe a possible triangle coming up, but time's going to run out. So we're going to move on. Now we've got Mikey here, another brown belt, going with Colin. And just to show you guys the attacks, right now we're in a half guard, and Mikey's got a classic position. You want to get on your side, play knee shield. Some people call it Z half guard. Mikey sits up for the underhook, cups underneath the other leg, and sets the lockdown. If you see right there, he actually didn't have the lockdown first, but sets the lockdown. Electric chair sweep, ends up on top. He's staying real tight. He's not advancing forward on purpose. He's going to look to stand up, play in the open guard, and then like we've been working, watch the right leg. He goes shin to shin. He's free and clear of the guard, drops the left hip down to get the guard pass. He's kind of hovering there north-south, underhooks the arm. That's good for like an arm bar. Colin fights to his knees. Colin goes for a spin through, and Mikey kind of sits to guard. What he was looking for was possibly a back attack or an arm bar, but Colin was fast on getting out of there. So now Colin's doing the best he can with what he's learned so far. Very proud of him. He's been working hard. Oh, he got caught with a little ankle sweep. Beautiful job right into a knee bar. So the knee bar gets transitioned as Colin spins out. They are in 50-50. Heel hook is the next attack while Colin grabs one arm. He gets caught in the heel hook. Mikey just catch and release. You don't always have to take the Fisher board and beat it over the head. You can just let it go. Again, a little shin-to-shin action there, trying to stay free and clear of the guard. Mikey tries to step on the foot, pin it down with his foot. Something that if you watch Ty Ruotolo in Abu Dhabi, he did a good job. Colin fights to his knees. Mikey goes for front head and arm. Could be looking for anaconda. He switches and opts for the Dars grip or the vice grip to go for a Dars. Tries to knock him down on his hip, but wrestler gets right back up. Wrestler's got good hand control. Colin back up with hand control, able to free himself. They're up on their feet. Colin goes for a duck under. Mikey has none of it. Arm drag, inside trip, little koichigari, and then transitions beautifully into the Meganator. And if you guys aren't familiar, we have a video on the Meganator and gets the tap. It's a foot lock, kind of a very funky foot lock right there. So that was pretty cool to see. They're up on their feet, good stance. Colin fakes a single leg. Mikey gets an underhook, club dig position, pulls guard, locks the shoulder a la Gordon Ryan. Here comes the butterfly sweep off that little shoulder pinch, little shoulder crunch. Now he's got the mount. So staying very relaxed. Keep the knees tight. Don't give the guy any room. He changes into a technical mount. Armbar central right here, maybe a back take. And he sits back, crosses his legs, and then you're going to see Colin make a big mistake and let his head get fed right into the rear naked choke position. Mikey's working on his control. Palm to palm, goes the short choke, tucks his chin, efficiently gets a nice tight squeeze, finishes the choke. Starts in the butt scoot position, and Colin's controlling the knee. He's trying to use that foot pin he was learning this week, trying to pin the leg with his foot. stepping around, trying to get a nice little Toriando pass going. Mikey's kind of wise to that. They end up in a half guard, another Z or knee shield, half guard. Mikey pummels the underhook, and Colin takes the bait for the head control. He goes for a guillotine. He's in the lockdown, electric chair. Electric chair, look at, he ducks through. This is something we learned from Magnus from 10th Planet out in Sweden, and ducks the head through to finish the modified electric chair. Pretty cool. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys can always look up Magnus. He's got a cool video series on the lockdown showing that finish. All right, and then Mikey's here. He's controlling the ankle. He goes into inverted De La Hiva. Little knee shield action, getting on his side. He loves to hit the knee bar from here. Colin's trying to crossface, then he reaches over the head again, flirting with a guillotine, but releases it. Gets caught with an arm drag. Nice little hip escape by Mikey. Pulls him into his lap. And Colin moves the arm to the other side of the head to try to control the arm and prevent the rear naked choke. And Mikey switches. He decides to release instead of going for banana split. He's looking to pin that leg with a staple. Colin goes for a quick Kimura. Mikey circles his arm out really quick, and time runs out. So next round they end up going again. So here's another little 5-minute roll. Nice little throw by off the underhook by Mikey. They're in rear standing. Nice little takedown. Something I've been teaching my wrestlers, and Mikey just drops right into it to get a mat return. Again, looking to get in a little, kind of like a side smash position. He's really looking for stoner control. Feeds the leg back to the other side, a la Tom Davey. So a little shout out to Tom Davey. I was just showing my guys his leg lock series, the way he prefers to hit his foot lock, and obviously my brown belt, no problem at all. First time hitting it, obviously on a lower belt, but that's what's great about being a higher belt. When you understand what you're doing, you can just adapt to the situation. So if you guys don't know, Tom Davies got a great jiu-jitsu channel. I was very impressed by his teaching, and love to give him a shout. So if you guys don't already know, Tom Davies got a great channel. You guys should check his channel out. More knee shield here. Colin's a little frustrated, trying to figure out how to get past the guard. This is what it's like. Inverted De La Hiva, he goes kisses the dragon, pops out the back door, and transitions into a beautiful knee bar. Notice how he traps Colin's foot while in the knee bar. So he traps the other leg. That way your opponent can't use it to kick out to finish the knee bar. So Mikey's showing off some pretty cool stuff. He is known as Knee Bar Mike in our gym, so he's known to hit those quite a bit. You guys that have seen him on the channel before, you guys already know he's a knee bar specialist. Look at him, he fakes. He goes for double ankle sweep from butterfly guard. Gets it. Now he's in his own little half guard with a knee shield. Again, something we play quite a bit at our academy. Again, shin to shin, you notice, on top, controlling the legs. Easy pass. Colin's trying to turtle. He doesn't want to give up the pass. He ends up on the high crotch leg. Loses it. Mikey steps over the head. Catches him in kind of like a crucifix. And then check this arm bar right here. Off the crucifix, you can step over the head. And you can see that stretching the arm really tight. Easy arm bar right there. And shaking hands. Colin looking to cross step and get the pass. Mikey turtles on purpose, feeding him some bait, letting him have a chance to get something, and then see what he ends up giving up. Gives up the leg. Again, guys, we definitely have a size difference here, but it's a great example also. Look at the transition into the honey hole as the opponent turns. Mikey feeds into a leg lace, trapping both legs. When you control both legs, it spells a really tough position to escape. Mikey comes to the right side where that leg lace is going to have much more power. Instead of driving and forcing it as Colin looks to try to survive it, he allows his opponent to escape. It's okay. Another catch and release right there. No problem at all. You don't always have to tap your partner in class. You can just move on and learn. Keep the roll going. Again, coming into another foot lock, a la Tom Davey style, and then step the right foot through on the rib cage. beautiful job getting the straight foot lock.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
but what I was saying
Shout
earlier,
to
guys,
Tom,
is
baby.
you've got a wrestler, a kid that just I would say like an average varsity wrestler from high school. He's new to jiu-jitsu, so he knows, he could probably do well with a white belt that's starting without wrestling experience. But when he goes with a brown belt, the wrestling without the finishes, the finishing capabilities, wrestling is just not good enough. Because jiu-jitsu provides you with the finishing skills. The submission skills are what it's all about. If this was a wrestling match and it was all about the pin, there's another arm drag to the back. Again, the wrestler may have the advantage, but when he's not aware of the submissions and he's trying to figure this out, this is what almost every white belt goes through, getting submitted over and over and over again, trying to figure out this grappling game. It's a part of the game, but this is a great illustration. Another nice little shoulder lock grip right there as Mikey transitions. Notice this time he goes towards the back. He's falling off. Beautiful transition, shin on the back of the head. He uses the grip to try to turn this into an armbar as time runs out. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time.